What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sane, Fire Emblem Pokemon YouTuber aficionado. Anyways, I want to say first off, thank you to everyone who's been commenting on the old Nuzlocke videos, all the new subscribers. Today, I actually didn't realize I had as many subscribers as I did, so thank you all. I really appreciate the support I've been getting on the channel. And a lot of people have been saying I want me to do some more Nuzlocke tier lists. The sad thing is, like, I'm not as well versed in games that I Nuzlocke as some other people. I mostly stick to Gen 3. I've done some Gen 4. I've done some new games. I've done a Gen 5 once a while ago. It's been a while, so I'm deciding, you know what, I'm gonna do some more Nuzlocks of some other generations. Since I really just do like 1, 2, 3, mostly 3. And I want to do some tier lists for them. So what I decided to do for this one is I'm going to be doing a Nuzlocke run of Black and White. I think Gen 5 is a really interesting generation. I really like Black and White. I've done it before once. It's been a while. So I'm gonna like get a new opinion on Pokemon, but I did all my research on all these Pokemon, all the gyms, and I played with level caps and everything. So that explains a couple of things, mainly just like bans. Like one thing I'll stress real quick is a post game Pokemon. Braviary doesn't evolve until level 54, which is the max level I'm able to be for the final battle, which is Ghetsis' highest level Pokemon is level 54. So, and then so it wouldn't be able to level up until then. Like I can't start Ghetsis. So I have to evolve it. And yeah, things just get complicated. So, level wise, I just count as a post game. Even if I used it, it'd be like C tier. So whatever. And then Hydreigon doesn't evolve to level 64. So I definitely cannot use Hydreigon. It's way too post game. No legendaries. And then I went through, looked at all of these Pokemon's moves, abilities, join time, toolkits, everything like that. And the game's progression, like heavy boss fights, like Elite Four, gym battles, and everything. I made the tier list. So instead of going through and placing all the Pokemon in this tier list, this is my pre-run tier list. This is all the research I've done for Black and White 1. And my personal placings for all these Pokemon, just based on like how good they're going to be for the run, how reliable I think they are. And I'd love to hear you guys' comments for certain Pokemon, because these guys can all definitely move around. Like some Pokemon I have a high opinion on, some I don't have a very high opinion on. And I'll just get it out of the way. I think B tier and up is like good Pokemon. C tier is like there's a couple of them that can kind of work down here, like. So I kind of switch you around. I feel like these Pokemon can kind of work, and then these ones all kind of don't work, stuff like that. So I'll just go through a quick little run through of all of the tiers, but this is basically a rundown. I will update this tier list after I do the run, and how I'm going to modify my run of Black and White too, or Black and White, so that when a Pokemon faints, I'm actually going to be able to go back to the route and catch a new Pokemon in that route, so that I get enough usage out of all of them. I'm gonna do something like that, but if my whole team whites out, then it's game over and I restart. So, but I will be doing that. So D tier, all these Pokemon. I mean, these two are unevolved. So I have the trait evolutions are separated, just because I usually play without trait evolutions being possible. So I keep them separated just for myself. Let me move this up a little bit. There we go. So D tier. So banned Pokemon, I don't use legendaries, and these are all post game. So D tier. Heatmore you don't get till Victory Road. All these 3 grass types, you really don't want a grass type at the end of the game. I looked at all of the gyms and stuff. Grass type just isn't very good for this game. The grass type being such a versatile type in Pokemon in general. In this game, it just doesn't work out very well. There's just not very good matchups for it. So I put them in D tier. I think if you have a grass type, like using one of these two could actually get something done. And these 2 Pokemon are unevolved, tiny little bugs, so like they're not doing anything. As for the C tier, Psychic type is another type I don't really like looking at this, because the Elite Four has like 3. There's a Psychic type Elite Four member, and then there's a Ghost and Dark, so like you really don't want to use Psychic. And then I guess the Fighting one, it'd be nice to have it there. And then you'd have a not great time against Ghetsis and N, who have a lot of Dark types running around, including a Zoroark and stuff, and Ghost types. There's just not really. There's like one matchup, so there's like one matchup where Psychic types are good, and the rest of the game, the rest of the end game especially, they're just not very useful. And there's like bug type gyms. There's a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of stray dark types all around the game. So I don't think Psychic types are very useful, but some of these Pokemon are pretty good. Like Musharna, if you get Musharna early, I think it's gonna be solid for a while in the game. So I wanted to put it like up more. If I had to separate it from anybody else, I could actually throw it up B tier. I just decided to keep it C tier. Reuniclus is strong enough. Beeman, I don't know how to say his Pokemon's name. I actually cannot remember how to say this Pokemon's name. 1 second. Let me. I gotta look this up for myself. I can't not pronounce a Pokemon. Behemoth? Behemoth? That's how I say it. Whatever. This Pokemon is like fine, good, whatever. Yeah, Psychic type's not too special. Scolipede, I actually like bug types, which is why it's not in D tier, because I like the bug typing in this generation. But other than that, it doesn't have speed boost, so it's not very good. Amolka's pretty weak. Stunfisk is pretty weak. These 2 grass types have like good setup potential and sweeping potential. Unfezant has super luck, which is really cool. Garbodor's a bulky, interesting spread attacker. Watchog sounds really, really good early on. And then Sock is a fighting type, which is nice. Fighting types are nice, but it's the worst fighting type you can get out of any of them in this game, so I think he's down in C tier. B tier, Mola's bulky water type. That's pretty cool. I like the rock type in general for this tier for this game. So even though it can't fully evolve, it's still like strong enough and tanky enough that I think what is it? Boldor. I think Boldor will be fine as B tier Pokemon. Clank. I don't really have it till end game, but having a steel types are pretty rare, and I like the typing for this generation, so I think B tier is cool. Audino's here because Regenerator. That's literally it. Regenerator. There's some like support stuff you can do with it, but there's a lot you can do with it. Whimsicott is a grass type with Prankster, so you can do like Prankster Substitute, Leech Seed. There's so much you can do with Prankster. Cotton Guard. Like there's so much you can do with Prankster. Plus it's just fast, so I like it in the B tier. Lilligant can threaten with Quiver Dance sweeps. Leviani is bug type that can set up with Swords Dance and really start sweeping. Substrika, fast electric type, good with fire coverage is really cool. Even though electric type's not amazing in this generation, I don't think. I think it's just a solid Pokemon overall. These ice types, I actually like the ice types in the last bit of the game because you have a Dragon Gym. They're neutral against every Leaf Force of the fighting, and then they come in handy at the end against Zekrom and against the Hydreigon and stuff, so I like the ice type. I put Cryogonal. All these names are so weird. I can't pronounce most of these names. What is this one? I think this is the highest. Cryogonal. I have it. Yeah, Cryogonal is the highest just because it has Levitate and a really high special defense stat, so I think it's my personal favorite of all of them, even though its defense is really low. But all the ice types are pretty okay. Liepard, early game dark type. Starts off, it's really fast. It's nice to have early on. I think it's got some really cool coverage, a nasty plot, so it's got some interesting setup. I like it a lot. If you can get Technician Minccino, really, really strong, like Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, stuff like that. Druddigon is fine. I actually could even pull it down to like here. I might pull it down here. I think I like the ice types and stuff more. It's just, it's fine. It's strong. It's bulky, but like I don't really necessarily want it because the other dragons it's gonna fight are gonna beat it. So, Dino, this thing, not even close. It's Zwellius. So Zwellius, I don't think I have EV Light, but it has Hustle and it's a Drac. What am I trying to say? It's dark type. Dark type with Hustle sounds really cool for the Elite Four, and then against the champions, it's not a bad option. So I like it enough. And then Bouffalant, I know I don't get to like very end of the game, but it's head charge, reckless boosted head charges. Stab are gonna hit really hard. So I like it. I think I like its damage output. Exceligor, most likely not gonna be able to get it because I don't trade, but it's really fast and I like bug types and it's gonna hit hard, so I like it. Swanna, good typing, but not very good stats. But I like the typing, and I can see the good use for it in the end game. Caracosta, Water Rock is cool typing. I like rock types for this generation, as I said. And Shell Smash Sweep is potential there. It's just like good moves. Basculin I like a lot actually because you can have adaptability or you can have reckless. So no matter what, you're doing a lot of damage. You're doing really good damage with it, like Stab, Aqua Jet. So it's really cool. Gigalith, like rock type, super bulky, really strong. Crustle, Rock, and Bug, two types I both really like for this. And you have Shell Smash, and you've got Shell Armor, so you're reliable. Yeah, I looked at Crustle and I was like, absolutely love you. You sound really cool. Simisear and Embor. I put all the Simis next to the starter because I think they're pretty close to them in terms of what I want them for. Like early game Fire type. These two are better, are nice. The Fire type is not the best pick. It's nice for like early game, then you kind of settle down for a second, and then you come back late game pretty okay. Like pretty okay, not too great. But Embor's fighting type is really, really nice. I actually could move Embor up just because the fighting type. I might throw it up actually higher. I'll throw it up here. Yeah, I'll throw it up here. Ghost Fire, really cool typing. You're going to do a lot of damage. Chandelure. Golurk seems really reliable. Just like Ghost Ground. Just nice offensive typing. Nice offensive and defensive typing combination. Typing that works out for the rest of the game. Even though you get it like end game. I just think I like it. Cofagrigus, super reliable Ghost type tank. A lot of things you can do with it. Bisharp, I really like as like an offensive option against Getsus at the end. Good against the Elite Four, except the fighting type guy. Just reliable. Just very reliable, and he's a steel type you have. Like, steel types are rare, so I like it a lot. These two are simply here because of Guts, because Guts is so strong. Like, these two should definitely be moved down. I am going to move them down a little bit, just because they're parallel. I'll put them at the bottom here, but Guts is strong. Yeah, Guts is really strong. That's it. Guts boosted attacks that are like 100 base power. Like, they're going to be hitting hard, and they come really early in the game, so I'm going to like them for a long time. Nah, screw it. I'm throwing them back up. Guts is broken. I'll put Embor above, though. Mandibuzz, really defensive dark type, who's also not weak to fighting, so it can just, like, take on all of the Elite Four by itself, and then just, like, sit in front of a lot of Getsus' team. Not as much N's team, but it's just, like, it's reliable. It's reliable. It's a wall. This thing's really, really good. I've used this thing before. It's really, really good. It's just so bulky. Then Samurott, Simipour. I put them here at the beginning of the tier list, and I think they're just very solid, reliable A tier. Simipour has some like speed to it and some good sweep potential. Surf, Ice Beam, it's kind of all you need. Samurott, it's a little stronger but less sweep potential, but it's just like it's strong, it's reliable. You kind of just go throughout the entire game with it, and it's really strong. So I like mono normal types in this generation, or mono water types in this generation. A plus, these three just hit really hard. Scrafty's typing is really cool, and Moxie boosting off of kills, and then you start steamrolling. Can be really strong. Archeops is really strong. I know Defeatus is a thing, but until Defeatus, it's really strong, really fast, really good offensive typing, and then it has like U-turn, so as soon as it gets below half health, you just U-turn out and dip. And then Darmanitan's just so strong. Sheer Force, 140 base power. Like, it's going to hit so hard. But it is a glass cannon, so you have to be careful there. And then S tier, there's really, like, no forced fire type matchups, and steel typing and bug typing is really good, so I think both of them deserve S tier. Electros has no weakness, and that is so valuable. I've used it before. It's amazing. Its coverage is so good. It's not super bulky, but it doesn't have weakness, so, like, it can just kind of safely switch into anything, and, like, it can fight anything. Like, it can fight every matchup it wants to. It's got so much coverage. With, like, Energy Ball, Flamethrower, Thunder. It's so cool. Mienshao is a super fast, like, Glass Cannon fighting type, but it has Regenerator, which is super fucking cool. Like, its Regenerator is so cool. So it definitely deserves S tier. Conkeldurr is a super strong fighting type who's bulky and has guts, so broken. Compound Eyes Thunder plus Stab Signal Beam, super awesome. Stoutland is so reliable in this game. You have Intimidate or you have Sand Rush, which is like both are good. But you've got Intimidate, you're bulky, you're strong. Stab Strength, you have Crunch, like you're just so good. Intimidate, Dark type with Ground. Oh, Crocodile is amazing, amazing tier. I kind of want to throw him up like here. He's amazing, so strong, so good offensively. Just typing bodes so well for the end game. Jellicent is a stupid good wall. It's got it's got such good typing for the end game. It takes care of Elite Four. It's good against most of N's team. I know there's a lot of dark types that kind of scare it, but I feel like it's just so good against like everything else. Yeah, it's so bulky. Water type coverage. It has like energy. It has like grass coverage too, which is just like nice. You can learn Trick Room. Really, really cool. Seismitoad. There's like literally no grass type forced match by the time you get it. It's like Leviani and that's it. So this thing basically has no weaknesses. Also water and ground coverage, and it can learn like poison, and it can have ice beam. So yeah, instantly amazing. Just talked about Crocodile. Haxorus, crazy strong. Mold Breaker Dragon Dance sweeps, absolutely ridiculous if it gets it off. And then these two, Ferrothorn never dies. It is the Stall Lord. It is so strong. You can't. It's so hard to take down. It's so good for the run. Like even against the fighting type, like Iron Defense against the fighting type Elite Four member, and you could maybe win that. It's crazy. Yeah, he's super super strong. He's like scared of like Reshiram if you're playing white, and that's it. I think it's you're scared of Reshiram. Like what other? There's a Chandelure, I guess. Like avoid two Pokemon. Yeah, stupid strong. Then Excadrill is so good. It's defensively good. You have it for like the entire game. Iron Head, Earthquake, Rock Slide. It's set up sand, throw Sandstorm on it, set up sand, sweep everything. It's so strong. Excadrill is so strong. So yeah, this is my tier list. I think S tier, all these Pokemon are just like, I look at them, I look at their kits, and like absolutely want to get you on my team. A+ tier, other ones I'm just like, yes please. A tier, I'm all like, yeah, I really hope I get to run into you. I could pull like Swanna down, honestly, but I just like the water typing. I think it's reliable. B tier, I like all of these. I'll use them for a while. C tier, not a huge fan, but I'll use a couple of them for a little bit. Unpheasant is really just here because of Super Luck. Otherwise, I'd probably pull it down, to be honest. Like, it might be at the bottom of C tier or maybe even D tier. But Super Luck procs can be really, really cool. And then D tier, I'm just going to bench him immediately. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys like this kind of pre-run list before I do runs. Like I might do this for stuff like Emerald Kaizo if I ever do a Nuzlocke of that. I do some research on like Radical Red. Radical Red's another game I've done some Nuzlocke runs of, but they've been pretty specific. So, but anyways, before I play Generation and like before I, Generations, Generations that I have not done a bunch of Nuzlocke runs on, I'll do my research first, I'll make a list, and then I'll come back to this after I've done the run and kind of switch things around. So let me know what Pokemon you think should be moved around. Like Emboar definitely needs to be like up here. Emboar is actually really good. Mandibuzz can maybe come down to like here. I'll shift it like that. I'm probably overrating these two with Guts, but I love Guts, so whatever. And yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning into the video, guys. I will be streaming some of the runs on my YouTube channel here, so check it out here. Subscribe if you're not. Thank you to all my subscribers and all the comments in the recent video. I really love the support. I really appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. See y'all later.